So hopefully that explained that video clip what we're talking about right here.
All right.
So now let's actually what you really need to do. There are some rules on counting significant figures.
Yep. Hit pause.
You need to hit pause and just copy
And write these down.
Okay. All non-zeros count. All captive zeros count. All leading zeros don't count. Trailing zeros with a decimal count. Without a decimal, don't count.
Yep, and we'll give you some examples.
We're going to do nothing but examples to the end of this podcast. All right, so let's see if we can count significant digits,
All
Mr.
right.
Sams. So let's say I have 5.238 grams.
Okay.
How many significant figures are there, Mr.
Well,
Sams?
those are all non-zero digits, so all of those count as significant figures.
So there's a 5.
A 5, a 2, a 3, and an 8.
That
is
would be
4
4
digits.
Four,
Yeah.
4 significant digits. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right, what if I have 5.01?
Okay, that's a captive zero. It's captured between non-zero digits, so that's always significant. So that's 3 significant figures.
The
5, the 0, and the 1.
Oh, I'm good with that. All right,
Okay.
we're just hunking there. Okay,
All right.
what about 0.0065?
Okay, well, the zeros there are leading zeros. Leading zeros we never count as
Don't
significant
count.
figures. So the only significant figures here are the 6 and the 5. So that's 2
6,
significant
5,
figures.
that's 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now be careful. Just because we don't consider them significant figures doesn't mean they're not part of the number.
Right.
Okay? This doesn't magically become 65.
Yes.
It's still 0.0065. But in terms of measurement and in terms of accuracy, we say it has 2 significant figures.
Yep, that'd be correct. All right, what about 5.00?
5.00. Those are trailing zeros.
At
Now we
the
have
end.
we have two rules for trailing zeros, and the rule is that if they're at the end and there's a decimal point in the number,
Yeah.
then they are
count.
significant. So this has 3 significant figures: the 5 and the 0 and the 0.
Okay, well, let's do some more examples.
Okay, let's try
What about 5,000?
Okay, 5,000.
Or 500,
Yeah. Okay, so 500. Those are still trailing zeros.
Trailing zeros,
but there's
yeah.
no decimal point in that number.
Oh, I don't see decimal
No,
points.
so that, in this case, the trailing zeros are not significant, so there's only
just
one
one.
significant figure.
So that would just be one significant figure.
right.
Right.
So now, again, the zeros are still part of the number.
It's not 5.
But it's not 5, it's 500, but in terms of accuracy, it's accurate to one significant
So what
figure.
this is really saying, guys, is that this number sucks.
Right.
It's been measured very poorly.
Right, so we're talking a measuring device that measures in hundreds. 100 things, 200 things, 300 things,
Yeah.
400 things. Now, to contrast that, 500 decimal,
Oh, yeah, 500 point or decimal, yeah.
that has 3 significant figures. Even though there's trailing zeros, since there's
Because
a decimal point.
there's a decimal,
Right.
yeah, mhm.
So this tells us that something is accurate to the ones place. So it measures 498, 499,
Yeah, yeah.
500, 501, and
It's kind of like a
502, and
mixed
so
one,
on.
Mr. Sams. What
Okay.
about 0.005030?
Oh boy. So we have leading zeros, trailing zeros,
And
and
captive
captive
zeros.
zeros.
And a decimal.
And a decimal. All right. Leading zeros are never significant.
So
we
these
can,
ones right here
we can rule
don't
those out.
count.
Right.
No. All right.
Now, the captive zero is always significant.
Yeah.
So the 503 we know for sure. So the one in question is the 0 at the end.
Right.
Now, trailing zeros are significant
If
there's
there's
a decimal in the number.
So
There's
it
a
counts.
decimal in this number.
So this would be
5030 are significant, so there are 4 significant
the 5,
figures.
the 0, the 3, and the
3,
0.
and
The
the
ones
0.
you don't count are these 2 zeros here. Let's
Correct.
do one more combination example here. I'll do
All right.
the top here. Let's say I have 501.030 grams or whatever.
Okay, so all the captive zeros are significant.
So that'd be this 0 right here. The question always is what happens to the zeros?
Right, what happens to the zeros?
So those,
everything
because
else
they're
is.
captive, and I got a trailing 0.
The trailing 0 is significant if there's a decimal in the number.
I see a decimal,
That
Mr.
decimal is there, so that's number, the 5, the 0, the 1, the 0, the 3, the 0 are all significant, so we have 6 significant figures.
Well, that's not too bad. I can do
That's
that.
about it.
Okay.
Pretty simple, just count them up.
All right.
The end.
How's your head?
It hurts.
Yeah, good. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you think. Bye.